Hello, welcome back to the next session of basic surveying model number 3. In the last session I had explained what is meant by leveling, then methods of leveling, various leveling instruments were explained. So I had told you in the last session that I will be showing you people the dumpy level. Okay. So as you can see, there is a instrument set up here. This is called as dumpy level. This is dumpy level, and this is called as staff. Okay. Now leveling instruments. Okay, in direct leveling, what are the leveling instruments required? First one is a level, that is this level, dumpy level, and the second one is leveling staff. As you can see, there is a leveling staff here. So what is a level and what is leveling staff? So a level should consist of a telescope, a level tube, a leveling head, and a tripod. So if you see here, if you see this, there is a telescope here. This is called as telescope, and the second one is level tube. Here there is a level tube, and next leveling head. If you see this black screws, these are your leveling head, and next tripod. The instrument is resting on a tripod. This is called as tripod. Okay, so a level should consist of telescope, level tube, leveling head, and tripod, and also leveling staff. So whatever objects which you bisect should be bisected to the staff, kept at different points. Okay, I had explained you what is dumpy level. So if you observe here, the parts of dumpy level are as this is called as eyepiece. Okay, this is focusing screw. This is the objective end. This is focusing screw, and this is your bubble, which has to be leveled before taking the readings, and there is one more water bubble here used to level the instrument. Okay, so this is what a dumpy level consists of. And if you observe here, there are screws. These screws are called as foot screws. Okay. So there are 3 foot screws, and I had told you in the last class the dumpy level will be having tri-brach plates. So if you observe, there is a plate here in a triangular form. This plate is called as tri-brach plate, and this is the tripod. Okay, so dumpy level should always be fixed to the tripod. Without tripod you cannot use this instrument. Okay. Now coming to leveling staff. What is leveling staff? Leveling staff is a straight rectangular rod, as you can see here, having graduations. The foot of the staff, the foot of the staff representing zero reading. The purpose of level is to establish a horizontal line of sight. The purpose of level is to establish a horizontal line of sight, and the purpose of leveling staff is to determine the amount by which the station is above or below the line of sight. Station is above or below the line of sight. So when you observe from this telescope, this leveling staff helps us to judge whether the object is below the line of sight or above the line of sight. Okay. Next, let us understand what are the temporary adjustments made in a dumpy level. Okay. So the first step is setting up the level, second step is leveling up, and third step is elimination of parallax. Okay. So how do you set up the instrument? How do you set the level? How do you set this level? That is, in this step you have to fix this instrument to a tripod, and then by using these tripod legs you have to move the tripod legs radially to do the approximate leveling, and you should move the legs circumferentially or sideways without disturbing the plumb line. So you know what is plumb line? You can fix a plumb bob here to transfer the center of the instrument to the ground, we should make use of a plumb bob, and this defines the plumb line. So, when you move the legs radially, the plumb line may move, but when you move the legs sideways, the plumb line should not move. Okay. So, here there is a tube. This is used for approximate leveling, that should be done with the help of tripod. Next is accurate leveling. Okay. First step is you should level the instrument approximately, fix the instrument to the tripod, okay. This is setting up the level. Coming to the second step, leveling up. So, after we have set the instrument approximately, now we have to set the instrument accurately. Okay. So, to level this instrument accurately, we should make use of foot screws. So, there are 3 foot screws like this. Okay. Now, you should keep this bubble parallel to any 2 foot screws, and using your thumb you should rotate as shown, or you should turn the screws in the direction shown in the figure. Okay, the first step is you have to make use of any 2 foot screws, keep the bubble parallel to any 2 foot screws, then turn in the direction as shown in figure and make the bubble central. Then you have to rotate this by 90 degrees so that it is now perpendicular to AB. Previously this bubble tube was parallel to AB. Now this should be perpendicular to AB, and then at C you have to turn the screw as shown in this figure. Then after setting up, after the bubble is central, now you should turn the telescope by 180 degrees and check whether the bubble is still central. If it is central, then only we should proceed to the next step, that is taking the readings. Otherwise, the readings taken will be wrong. Coming to the last step, last temporary adjustment, that is elimination of parallax. See, parallax is a condition arised when you are not able to bisect the crosshair. So, you will be having a crosshair here, and that will not be visible at the initial stage. For that, you have to direct this telescope towards the sun, or you have to keep a white sheet in front of this objective end, and then you have to make your crosshair appear until it is sharp and distinct. Okay. Once the crosshair is visible, then the second step in eliminating a parallax is you have to bisect the object. To bisect the object, you have to make use of focusing screw. Okay. So, how do you eliminate a parallax is by focusing the telescope towards the sunlight, or using a white sheet, and then making use of this screw. You have to rotate until you get a sharp and clear or distinct crosshair. Okay. Then by using the focusing screw, you can bisect the object until the object appears clear and sharp. Okay. So, these are the temporary adjustments done in a dumpy level. So, now if you take the staff readings from the dumpy level, the line of sight is always horizontal. Okay. Next topic, that is curvature and refraction corrections. So, as you can see, I have drawn figures. So, this is the level line. So, this is the ground profile. There is an instrument setup. Okay. Then from the telescope, if I bisect an object, this will be the line of sight, whereas this will be the horizontal line. Okay. This is point B. This is a staff kept vertically. Okay. Actually, if you see from the telescope, you should bisect at point B. Strictly speaking, the staff reading should have been at B. since the line of sight is horizontal in the dumpy level, we tend to take the reading at point C. Okay. So, if the staff reading is taken, actually it should have been at A, but the staff reading which you are going to obtain is at C. Okay. Next, if you consider this triangle OAC, we can say that this angle is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees perpendicular. Okay. Let us understand what is curvature. BC is the departure of the level line. Let us take this BC is the departure of the level line. Actually, the staff reading should have been taken at B, where the level line cuts the staff, But since the level provides horizontal line of sight, the staff reading is taken at C. Thus, the apparent staff reading is more. And therefore the object appears to be lower than it really is. Okay. So therefore the correction to be applied for curvature is always negative. That is, the object tends to be lower than actually it is. Okay. So what about the correction formula for curvature? So the correction formula to be applied for curvature is 0.07849 d square, where this d is in kilometers. So when we try to solve numerical problems on it, please substitute d in kilometers only. Okay. Next, what about refraction? The effect of refraction is same as if the line of sight was curved downwards or concave towards the earth's surface, and hence the rod reading is decreased. Therefore, the effect of refraction is to make the objects appear higher than they really are. The correction as applied to staff readings is positive in this case, whereas in the case of curvature it is negative. Here for refraction it is positive. That is, correction for refraction CR is equal to 0.01121 d square, again where d is in kilometers. Okay. Now for the combined correction for curvature and refraction is given as 0.06728 d square in meters. So this is the combined correction for both curvature and refraction. Please note the unit is in meters, but you have to substitute the value of d in kilometers. Please don't get confused here. Okay. Okay. Next we shall move on to the numericals on curvature and refraction. So correction for curvature is equal to 0.07849 d square meters, where d is in kilometers. Correction for refraction is equal to 0.0121 d square in meters, or also this correction for refraction is also given by CR is equal to 1/7 cc. Make use of this relation to calculate the correction for refraction. Okay. So by making use of these formulas, let us solve some numericals. Okay. First one, find the correction for curvature and refraction for a distance of A 1200 meters, B 2.8 kilometers. We have to calculate correction for curvature and correction for refraction for the given distances. So we have to calculate correction for curvature and correction for refraction. Taking the first one, d is equal to 1200 meters. If I write it in kilometers, I will write 1.2 kilometers. So correction for curvature is equal to, make use of this formula, that is 0.07849 d square meters. It is equal to 0.07849 into 1.2 square, that is equal to 0.113 meters. Okay, this is correction for curvature. Now correction for refraction, C is equal to 1/7 into Cc, that is equal to 1/7 into 0.113 is equal to 0.016 meters. So this is correction for refraction for the distance of 1200 meters. Now for a distance of 2.48 kilometers, Cc is equal to 0.07849 into 2.48 square, that is equal to 0.483 meters, whereas correction for refraction is equal to 0.069 meters. Okay, this is how you calculate the correction for curvature and refraction. Second problem, find the combined correction for curvature and refraction for first distance is 3400 meters and the second distance is 1.29 kilometers. In the previous problem, you had calculated the correction for curvature and the correction for refraction separately, but here you have to calculate the combined correction. Okay. So what is the formula? C is equal to 0.06728 d square in meters, where d is to be substituted in kilometers, that is equal to, okay, here d is equal to 3400 meters, that is equal to 3.4 kilometers. Therefore correction is equal to 0.06728 into 3.4 square, that is equal to 0.778 meters. Next, similarly for 1.29 kilometers, C is equal to 0.06728 d square meters, that is equal to 0.06728 into 1.29 square, that is equal to 0.112 meters. This is combined correction for curvature and refraction. This is how you calculate the combined correction for curvature and refraction. Okay. Okay. Thank you.